As much as I appreciate not having to run laps for 6 hours, I really wish that you didn't suggest a punishment that would get me this close to all of this delicious, tempting food.
I know, I am so sorry, Sasha. Although, in my defense, I merely suggested that we do some kind of chore as opposed to running laps. Never did I stop to think that we'd be doing this! Making breakfast for the entire Survey Corps. I thought, oh, Levi is the one assigning us to our punishment. He'll probably just make us clean something like the cellar, or the stables, or the entire second floor, or, hell, maybe he'll make us clean the entire castle, top to bottom. I did not think that he would force us to cook.
Well, either way, do you think that next time you could consult me about the phrasing of your suggestions before actually giving your suggestions? After all, he did tell us to work together to come up with a punishment for ourselves, and while I appreciate the chance to get out of running laps, as I said, I really need to stop drooling onto these potatoes.
Sasha, please tell me you're not actually getting drool onto the potatoes. Otherwise we're gonna have to start over, and I take it that Levi would definitely punish you for ruining all of those perfectly good potatoes.
Oh yeah? How do you think he'd do that?
He might revoke your meal privileges for a week.
Okay, well, I was just making a joke. I was exaggerating, alright? I am not drooling on the potatoes. At least, I don't think I am. Is there drool on my lips?
No, you're fine, but it definitely concerns me that you need to ask such a question.
Well, I don't normally feel that, especially not when we're in a steaming hot kitchen. I can't tell what's sweat, what's drool, what's tears.
Wait, are you crying, Sasha?
Maybe?
Alright, is this about the food again?
Yes. Come on, it's all so good. Whatever you're making smells amazing, and these potatoes all just look so good. I can sacrifice one day of meal privileges, right?
Sasha, are you seriously about to sacrifice a day of food for a single raw potato?
You act like this is a bad thing.
Okay, we need to get your mind off of the food somehow. Tell me about your day.
Well, let's see. I woke up, I had breakfast, I walked around a bit, had lunch, then I saw you being a bit awkward and fidgety. I decided to ignore it since you're always nervous. Then I had dinner, noticed you stuffing food into your pockets, followed you to your dorm, and then I found out that you were harboring a Neko. How's that?
Wow. You really had to go into so much detail, didn't you?
I didn't go into detail at all.
I was being sarcastic, Sasha.
Oh, right. Sorry. I'm just tired, okay? We're up at 4 a.m. making breakfast, and we don't even get to eat it.
Wait, we don't get to eat this?
No!
Alright then, Sasha, I'm really going to need you to distract me too, because knowing that we don't even get to taste the food that we're making is certainly making that bread seem so much more tempting. Say something to distract me, okay?
Okay, tell me about your kitty.
What?
Well, you said that I wasn't qualified to tell you why they like you because I don't know them, so, help me get to know them, I suppose? Tell me what you like about them, why you like it, and how long you've had them.
Alright, I suppose that's a good distraction. Let's see, I've had them for a few months now, and honestly, I already miss them. Every time I left for training or for meals, I would I'd feel this tugging, almost like
your heartstrings were being tugged?
Yeah. I really thought that was just some weird metaphor that people came up with, but nope. That is actually a feeling that people can have, and I always felt it whenever I had to leave them.
Aw, that's actually really sweet.
It is?
Yeah. Honestly, Armin, you read all the time. How could you not know how sweet that is?
I don't know. I felt it when they were in their cat form as well. I honestly considered going to Hanji and asking if there was something wrong with me.
Oh, wow. You really overthink things, don't you?
Yes. Sasha, we've worked together for years now. Have you really not noticed that I overthink everything?
Okay, fair enough. Well, do you think that maybe you were feeling that because you cared about them, or...
Well, I suppose when I didn't know what they were, and I thought that they were just a normal cat, I felt it because they reminded me of myself.
How so?
Well, they were all alone and defenseless, and I was reminded of when Aaron, Mikasa, and I were children, and our families were all...
Dead?
Yeah. I saw a part of myself in them, and I felt the need to protect them the way that Aaron and Mikasa always protected me.
That's really sweet. Honestly, you're very thoughtful. I know you think that you're a burden, but the amount of compassion that you show your friends, and your kitty especially, it really means something in this world.
You really think so?
I know so. Hell, why do you think I always spend so much time with you? You're a pretty good friend.
Just pretty good?
Well, I say pretty good only because Connie and John are kind of my best friends, and, well, I don't know many adjectives that wouldn't be insulting.
Alright, fair enough. What else do you want to know about them?
Well, let's see. Tell me about how you spend your time together. After all, we barely get any free time. How do you have romantic moments in what little free time we are given?
Well, usually I get a few books from the library and I read to them. Other times we'll cuddle.
In their human form or their cat form?
It varies, really. Sometimes they're more comfortable lying on my chest in their cat form. Other times they want to lie beside me and actually hold me in their arms.
Okay, and this is going to sound a bit odd, but if you're spoon cuddling, who's the big spoon and who's the little spoon?
What does that even mean?
You're kidding, right? In all of your years of reading, and I'm sure stumbling across several disgusting romance novels, you've never heard the term big spoon and little spoon?
Actually, no.
Okay, well, I'm going to explain this the best way I know how. Who's cuddling whom from behind?
Oh! Well, we both do that. Sometimes it's them, sometimes it's me. It really depends on what kind of mood we're in, and usually we're facing each other when we cuddle.
Really? Huh. I didn't peg you for that kind of guy.
What do you mean by that?
Well, usually you're so shy and easily flustered that I didn't think you'd be able to face them. After all, you can barely hold eye contact with Levi whenever he's scolding you.
Alright, I suppose that's a fair point. But when I'm with them, I just... Despite how flustered I get, I just feel so comfortable around them. I don't feel like I have to hide anything. When I blush, I don't instinctively cover my face. When I kiss them, I don't immediately apologize. I mean, sometimes I do because, well, we'll just be lying there in silence and we'll be comfortable, of course. It's never an awkward silence with them. It's a nice, welcoming silence, but sometimes I'll just feel the need to randomly kiss them, and I apologize because, well, I don't enjoy kissing them without their consent.
Okay, you're rambling. What's the point of this again?
Sorry. It's just... I feel comfortable with them. And I've never felt this way with anyone.
Not even Aaron and Mikasa?
No. I always felt like I wasn't good enough to be around them. Like they could do so much better. And they can. So can my little kitty.
Okay, you're being an idiot again and doubting yourself. Come on, cut to the chase.
Alright. I feel like I'm almost worthy when I'm with them.
Really? You feel so comfortable with them that you actually start to see your own worth?
Yeah, I do.
Wow. You know, I've heard a lot of sappy shit in my life, but that is honestly the most genuine thing I have ever heard someone say about love. It's beautiful, Armin. Really. What you have with them is something incredibly special.
I'm glad you think so. And I'm really glad that they, for whatever reason, feel the same. They're always giving me little kisses and rubbing their cheek against me. It's so sweet.
Armin, you'd better not be crying, because if you cry, I'm going to start to cry, and then we're going to get in trouble for ruining all of this food.
Right, I'm sorry. They mean so much to me. And now, Hanji's got them, and I don't know what's going to happen.
Calm down. They're more of a feline than a human, and Hanji's always been very careful with humans, haven't they?
Well, not really.
Aaron doesn't count.
Okay, then yes, they've always been very careful with humans, and you know what? I think they did a few tests on lab rats before. They were always very gentle with the rats, so I'm sure that they'll be gentle with a feline creature.
Exactly. You're worrying over nothing. Besides, if anything happens to them, I can always devise a plan to sneak them out for you.
Sasha, I appreciate the offer, but I think when it comes to intellect and strategical planning, I have the advantage.
I know, but I am a huntress after all. I'm sure I could lend some assistance.
Right, Sasha, what did you just shove into your pocket?
It's something that's definitely not bread.
Alright, you are definitely not helping if I need to get them out of there.